Last week and the week before that was the experience of multiple other stocks all of a sudden out of the blue popping 200% like DWAC. Estee Lauder, many other stocks, there are tons of stocks that just went bananas. And as a matter of fact, this is a proof that not only we are getting closer to the short squeeze with AMC because the fundamentals are just getting better and better. And I don't care what you say about, hey, yeah, these are the fundamentals. No, these are not just the fundamentals, because this is actually another way that can push forward the share price higher. And this is what exactly you want. But in this video, guys, I want to share with you something that finally it's an item on which I will agree with Jim Cramer, finally, because he had something really interesting to say behind this whole thing with the short squeeze being more examples that are going to come, not only for AMC, but for many other companies, hence attaining what he calls the meme status. Let's watch, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. So here we go.
But the bottom line, we now live in a world where individual investors like you have realized that they can destroy the short sellers whenever the short sellers get too overconfident. They know they can pressure the shorts and force them to capitulate, as I just showed you, whenever they crowd into a stock. And a bunch of short sellers surrendering en masse will indeed cause any stock to do what this did. And that's what created stocks like situations like Avis or Bed Bath, and it created GameStop, and it created AMC, and I bet we'll see many more of those until hedge funds learn their lesson. Stay away from crowded shorts.
All right, guys, there we go. Stay away from crowded shorts. Why? Because it made sense last year that you will bet against companies that were not doing quite well because it was a pandemic. So it made sense then. But now things have totally changed. I mean, how many times have we heard from people having influence when they talk about a market crash coming? Inflation was the latest thing, but November, here we are, and inflation is still something that the Fed is not even talking about before mid-2022. And markets are keep going higher and higher, all right? We have the earnings of AMC coming up next Monday. Earnings will show what we've seen so far with companies like Bed Bath & Beyond, companies with Avis, companies like, Avis, companies like DWAC. I mean, you go against and you made your bet on AMC because back in 2020, it made kind of sense. But here we are, not only they are thriving, but the business outlook, it's way brighter than the entire history of the company. And with more and more companies getting, or more and more short sellers, more and more hedge funds getting short squeezed and burned because they are on the wrong side of the story with these companies, why do you think AMC is going to be anything different? No, it's not going to be anything different. As a matter of fact, AMC is going to squeeze even harder than these companies did because not only we have the crowd on both sides of the spectrum, we have a crowded buyers and then we have also crowded short sellers. But the odds, the factors in favor of people buying and holding the stock now are way better than they were a couple of months ago, even 9 months ago. And that's why, personally, I believe we are getting closer and closer, and we have even never been so close to a short squeeze, definitely burning the shorts here with AMC. It might take a little bit more time because the shenanigans happening here are way screwed than what we saw in other stocks like the Bed Bath & Beyond, the DWAC, etc., etc. So guys, just keep holding. We're getting closer. Just keep holding.